Welcome back to Good Morning Quad Cities at 11. We're taking your plant and garden questions with our plant and garden expert, Craig Nov, through the Facebook Live on WQ80's Facebook page. Tina, my Christmas cactus has never bloomed in years, and I've lost most of the plant. Help.
Okay, well, the fact that it hasn't bloomed well, I always tell people if you've got a Christmas cactus as a house plant, it needs a vacation, and that vacation comes in September. You put it outside in the shade, protected from rain. I know there's a lot of caveats there, but it's the shortening days and the cooling nights that bring the Christmas cactus into bloom. If you're losing the plant and it's been in the same pot for quite a while, could be you're losing it to mineral buildup in the soil. If you can get it through this winter, I would definitely suggest a nice repotting next spring.
Larry's asking, I have 2 rose bushes that I bought and never got planted. What should I do to keep them for overwinter?
Okay, a couple of things you can do. One, go out into the garden, dig a hole, and just put the whole pot in the ground. They don't mind being frozen, they just want to stay frozen. Then in the spring, you can unearth them and put them where you want them. Or you could do like the bonsai people do. You go on the north side of a building where you can make a little bed, put the roses right up against the building, and literally bury them in mulch. Again, they're going to be frozen, they're going to stay frozen, and they're not going to have sun on them during the winter, which should help them get through.
Vicky is wondering the correct way to winterize a rose bush.
Okay, to winterize a rose bush, you're going to cut it back about 18 inches to about 18 inches above the ground, but we're not going to do it for about another month. And then you will have some inexpensive hardwood mulch available, and you're going to make a little volcano of hardwood mulch over the crown of the plant, maybe up to 1 foot deep. The reason we don't do this until the middle of next month, we want all the mice and voles to already have found a home for the winter. If you do it too early where it's nice and warm like this, they burrow into your mulch pile and they use your rose for brunch all winter. And you might not have a rose left next spring.
Yikes. Steve, the answer to your question is Elmer's glue. Talking about your mustache.
Oh.
Rick is wondering, my young plum tree is ready for what I would call its first pruning. Should I pay an arborist to do this if I'm not knowledgeable in giving it proper timing after a hard freeze? This is a long one. Are these first prunings most important?
All prunings are important. If you've had that tree in the ground for more than a year, you have missed several prunings already. They should be pruned every year from the time they go in the ground. You could come to me and ask me how to do that pruning. I can tell you. You might go online and Google it. I'm sure there's a million YouTube videos out there on pruning fruit trees, but do not do it now. You do not start pruning fruit trees until after the first of the year.
And Rick has a second question. They bought some sweet cherry bushes that seem to be still very moist and tender and holding the leaves longer than the rest of the yard. Does it need protection from rabbits?
Definitely. Any small shrub like that. And the bush cherry is always going to be vulnerable to rabbits. That's one of the reasons that they invented chicken wire. Get some chicken wire around it. It's not so much now, but when we get snow on the ground and Mr. Bunny is out looking for food, your plant is going to be a prime source of nutrition.
Sandy asking, is there a grass seed that you can put down late fall that you don't have to water and it will grow in spring?
Well, late fall, I think we're coming into that area. I think you could put grass seed down now, cover it with straw, and this is exactly what Mother Nature has been doing for thousands of years. It is going to lie there. You don't have to water it. It's cold enough now, it's not going to germinate, but as soon as it warms up in the spring, presto, you've got grass.
And really quickly, Christy, how do I care for my orchid during the winter?
A nice indirect sunny window. Water about once a week if it's in bark, fertilize it about once a week, and every couple of days, give it that turn because it's going to pull toward the light. Should be just fine.
All right, Craig, thank you so much, and thank you for helping us out with this segment, getting your plant and garden questions answered. You can join us each and every Wednesday so you can be a part of this conversation. Now let's send it over